Government corruption has never been more prevalent or caused more harm. It's why extremism is on the rise. It's why the financial gap between the haves and have-nots has never been wider. And it's why our planet is at risk of an extinction level tragedy. That's why I need your help to keep exposing the truth about the rot on both sides of the aisle. Become a supporter or a friend of the show today by clicking on the coffee link in the description box below. Friends of the show join me on a Zoom hangout once a month, and you guys can ask me any questions you want, and I can get to know you better. But the most important reason to help is to keep the show alive. Together, we can and will save our country and our planet. Thanks in advance and enjoy the show. Hey, everyone, welcome to the show. So both the House and Senate passed the monumentally vital CHIPS and Science Bill, which sounds boring, but it actually affects our lives on a daily basis. Everything from cars to cell phones. This bill will provide funding for the U.S. production of semiconductors, which will also, most importantly, safeguard us against future supply chain issues. And it's going to make us much less reliant on communist regimes who enslave and murder people due to their religion or their sexual orientation. In addition to the CHIPS bill, the House passed an assault weapons ban last week. It now moves to the Senate, though, where it's most likely going to be ignored and killed. The Democratic-led House also passed a bill that would increase firefighters' wages and benefits that would provide more federal assistance for wildfire victims as well, and it would protect watersheds. And this is because of all these out-of-control fires. The bill passed with 199 House members voting against it, and it was necessary, like I said, to help with the West Coast states that are dealing with just unprecedented effects of climate change. Meanwhile, Republicans are pushing an at-will employment bill for federal workers. This is because Donald Trump and Steve Bannon have now vowed to make that a reality if the Republicans win, especially if they win the presidency in 2024. So they can just be fired for no reason. And 22 Republican-led states are now suing the Biden administration over the LGBTQ mandate, which states that federal funding for school meals will be cut if those schools allow discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity. Speaking of LGBTQ, the Michigan Supreme Court just ruled that businesses and landlords could no longer discriminate against employees and tenants based on their sexual orientation or gender identity. That may sound like a given, but prior to this court ruling, employees could be fired and tenants could be evicted for simply being a member of the LGBTQ community. In greed news, ExxonMobil and Chevron are reporting massive profits in the second quarter of this year, higher than in 2021, which proves they're not just benefiting from a captured market because we're not getting any oil from Russia anymore because of the war. Exxon's revenue jumped from $67.7 billion, that was in 2021, to $115.7 billion in 2022. And Chevron's profits went from $3.1 billion last year to $11.6 billion this year. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and listening. Thanks for the quickie. I will talk with you soon. Take care.